My card is now 5 inches by 4 inches. Okay, so I'm going to be making this card right here, and I'm going to actually do it with a little bit different papers again because I'm using leftover papers. So this is going to be my background paper, and I'm going to take my distressor and distress the edges all the way around. The messier the better. And then I'm going to ink them, and the ink that I'm going to use is the Tim Holtz Distress ink. It's going to be the Vintage Photo color, and I'm going to do both pieces because one is going to sit on top of the other. So I'll just distress both of them at the same time. Okay, so these are both distressed, and I'm going to take my ink and my sponge, and I'm just going to quickly ink all the way around the edges. Like that. Line that up. And then line that up. Sometimes you have a little pieces left, but you can just pull those off. Okay, so there's my piece, and then I'm just gonna ink it really quickly just on the edges just to give it a little bit more dimension. And again, I'm using the Vintage Photo ink from the Tim Holtz Distress ink. And I'm going to distress just on the edges just a little bit. And I'm going to do the same. I'm going to add a little ink to the ends, like that. Okay, so I cut this little elephant out of some of the paper that was left over, and I'm going to ink him all the way around just to give him a little dimension too. Okay, so now that we have the elephant placed on there, I'm going to take this card, and this is a ticket from the Vintage Findings collection, Making Memories Vintage Finding collection. And what I did was I took the distressor and I distressed all around the tag, and then I just added a little bit of the ink all the way around to make it look distressed. And now I'm going to stamp with these little stamps. I'm going to stamp the word baby. Okay, so now that I have stamped baby on my ticket, I'm going to take this blue grosgrain ribbon and I'm going to tie a little bow on it, just right here on the end. And I'm not gonna tie it in a bow, I'll just tie it in a knot. There's my card. Okay, so for the last thing that I'm gonna do for this card is, if I have enough paper, I like to make an envelope to go with the card that coordinates with the card. So I had this piece of paper, and this piece of paper is 8.5 by 8.5, and I'm going to score it and create an envelope. So on two sides I have to score it at 3 inches. The red is the front, so I'm going to score it on the front. That's where the valley is created, and the valley is always on the front of your paper. Okay, 3 inches. And then the other two sides need to be scored at 3 5/8 inches. Okay, so now I have all 4 of my score lines, and I need to cut out the little triangle areas that I created when I did the score lines. So I'm going to cut those out, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I've cut out my little triangles from where the score lines crossed over each other, and now I'm going to fold my lines and create my envelope. And I love using that Martha Stewart score pal. It works really well, and it's really easy to make boxes and envelopes, and all the information's right on the score pal itself, or it's not score pal, I don't know what it's called, but it's all the information for how to make the cards, the sizes for the cards, the sizes for the envelopes, and the boxes is right on the board itself, so it makes it really easily. So there's my card, or I'm sorry, my envelope, and my card will fit perfectly right inside, and there you go. So there's my card and my envelope, and if you have any questions, you can leave me a comment and I'll answer them. So anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you guys have a great day.